everybody. So this is going to be my very first attempt at doing a collective reading. I've never actually done this before. I do not have a setup yet. So welcome to my bedroom. I have some friends laid out, and if I continue to do this, you'll quickly learn I refer to my crystals, my cards as my friends. I feel like they bring so much goodness to my life. We have some smoky quartz to absorb negativity and bring protection. I have some Botswana. This is the smoky quartz. Some Botswana agate. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly or if this is going to focus. By the way, those are not demons. I broke the camera on my phone, but this is Botswana agate. It's really beautiful. It's for truth. I have some moonstone, and to be honest, I don't remember what moonstone actually does, but I'm a Cancer, and we're coming up on eclipse season, and things are going to get real messy real quick, so I thought that would be good to have. We have selenite, which also brings in protection. This one to me is like a magnifier, and it also calls in your angels and guides and whatever word you want to use for it. It's just an amazing stone. And then rose quartz, of course, for love and to open your heart chakra and to receive the messages that come through. And usually when I read, everything's kind of geared towards love, just naturally. I don't know if that's because I'm Libra rising. So everything I do kind of like revolves around love. But here we are. So to begin, I only have a few decks of cards. I'm working on building a collection, and right now I've been really focused on this, I think it's called Moon Goddess Tarot or something like that. It's a really beautiful tarot deck. It's an oracle deck, actually. I don't actually know the meaning of every card of tarot, so I'm working on learning those. I have a book that I use, and I've actually been doing it since I was 14. I just never took the time to sit and learn the meaning, so that's something I'm focusing on for myself right now. And this is kind of propped up on my knee. If you saw my setup, you'd probably laugh at me, but that's what we have going right now. I wanted to pick a card. I'll probably do 3 different readings. I was going to originally do 4, but right now I just heard 3. So I'm going to pull out my friends, and I'm going to pick a couple to represent the energies of each reading, and then you pick whichever stone you'd like, and then you can fast forward to that part of the video. So I think we're going to go with citrine, citrine and the glitter, I just love it. So citrine is going to be group number 1. Fluorite's calling to me, rainbow fluorite, for group number 2. And then group number 3, I think we're going to go with, I forget what this is called. It reminds me of cinnamon. I'll probably pull out the name later and maybe put it in the description. It's a beautiful stone. It actually has lithium in it, I guess. It's really good for energies regarding work and pulling in money and manifesting, and just like it always reminds me of like a hardcore working mom in the 80s with shoulder pads. That's the energy I get off of that stone. And I love cinnamon, so that's something I was drawn to at the crystal shop. Alright, so put our friends away. Thank you, guys. And I want you to take a moment and choose from group 1, citrine, group 2, rainbow fluorite, and group 3, I don't know what to call it, but our little cinnamon stone. And when you're ready, just go ahead and fast forward to whichever part of the video that you need. Okay, so this is going to be for group number 1. The citrine stone. I haven't shuffled yet. I guess I'm going to figure out how I want to work that out. Put that right up there. It's just going to be a general reading. I don't know the theme of it. I don't know what's going to come out. I'll just kind of talk as I go. But like I said, usually everything kind of comes out in love. So we're going to see what message do we have for the people who chose group 1? What citrine energies do we have for these people? What messages do we have for them? And we're going to do a Celtic cross today, just a very standard layout, and then I usually kind of build upon that if I feel called to do so. Okay, I think we're ready. I'm not going to sit and talk about each card. I do see some readers doing that. I'm just going to kind of read as I go. That's just kind of how I work. All right. Oh, okay. So I guess I'm going to hold this then and do it. So the basis of the issue, whoever chose this, is nourishment. You're either trying to get nourishment and fulfillment, or you are currently in a state of that, or that's the overall energies around you. You are in deep self-reflection. You're deep in your emotions. It makes sense because we have this solar eclipse, new moon in Cancer coming up. So you're going to be all up in your feels, but it's very much about self-reflection. In your head, you want to take action, and this action is really positive. There's something that you are planning, and you are in the manifestation portion of it. So if you haven't acted upon it, you will soon. Forces passing is surrender. You've surrendered to something as part of a divine plan. It looks really positive. And forces for or against you are creation. So again, this goes with your action card. This woman is sitting, contemplating, but making blueprints. In the near future, it's you coming into your own power and actually harnessing that and using that. And what got you to this place? You were in a place where you felt that you needed to create boundaries. But if you notice, the girl in this, she's actually letting a little bit of beauty come through, or she's appreciating the beauty around her. So it's not a negative card. It's not a negative place to uphold your boundaries. She created this in order to protect herself and to kind of preserve her own interests. The environment that you're in, or the way that other people are affecting you, they are kind of... They did have you in a place where you did need to protect yourself, because if you notice, this girl here is in a clear egg, and she's also in a bubble. But she looks a little upset, but she's being protected by these cute little ducks right here. So it seems that whoever chose this, maybe you don't trust the path yet, but you should, and you will. And it will all become transparent soon, and you're being very well taken care of, and you're being nurtured. Your emotional state is hunger. So whatever this is, you've been hungering for this. And you can kind of tell because you have your creation card, your nourishment, you in your own power. You've been working towards this. And then the outcome is peace. And I actually want to elaborate on that, because obviously you're going to get whatever you're working on. It's going to work. Your plans are working. But I just want to see... Sorry if that looks kind of crappy. I just want to see kind of what direction this piece is going in. Your outcome. Can you show me a little bit more about peace? A little bit of clarification, maybe some direction about what this is about, maybe. Ooh, pleasure. It's something pleasurable. This could be sexual pleasure, or it could just be joy. This joy radiating out of this person. Anything else that you can tell me regarding the outcome, the direction specifically, if possible? Growth and time. She's holding a clock, and that usually signifies for me that things are going to happen rather quickly. It could be days, weeks, maybe a month. And it's growth, but it's not telling me, it's not showing me the direction that it's going in, though. The masculine, so divine masculine energy definitely has something to do with it. I don't know if you're a man or you're working with a man. You may even get the help of a man, but just know it's divine masculine energy. So it's for the higher good. He's actually harnessing his own energy. And will. Again, this card kind of goes with having your own power, being in your own power. But for her, I always felt like she was almost secretive, holding her cards close to her heart. But it is a card of manifestation and deep focus. But yeah, I'm not seeing what direction this is going to go in. like what industry or whether it's love or not, but hopefully that message resonated with someone. We're going to go on to the second reading now. So we're going to go on. This is for the group 2 who chose Rainbow Fluorite. And we're going to see what messages we can pull out of there. Can you give me a message for the collective, for the people that picked group 2 Rainbow Fluorite? What are they going through? What messages do they need to hear? Anything you can tell me about their future? Anything useful for them or clarifying for them that can help them on their way, please? Ooh, already. This is the basis of the entire reading, and we're going to go over that in a little bit once I lay out the rest of the cards and kind of get a feel for what we're looking at here. So group 2 collective. All right. Okay, so I'm going to say that maybe this group has some relationship stuff happening. Could not be. Let's see. We could still figure out what comes out. So the basis is going to be extremes. This is my card, my personal card for almost obsession, a sexual obsession. It could just be, it could also be deep anger. Any kind of extreme feeling. I wouldn't go with joy. It's going to be a more raw, primal feeling. That's the energy around the entire reading. And where you are right now, you've surrendered to a higher power. You've surrendered to fate. Actually, this always reminded me of like I don't want to say I'm not going to use the bad word I'm thinking of, but a negative energy. But this person has turned their back on that. This dark energy, this almost goes with this extreme card. And has really just risen their face to this divine light and just really absorbing this divine light. And this person, this negative, toxic energy is becoming obsolete. In your mind, you're putting up resistance to something. It doesn't matter, though, whether or not you are fighting whatever is happening, because beauty is still growing through the cracks, and positivity is still coming through, and what's meant to be will still be, whether or not you're resisting. So try to let go of whatever you're holding on to. Forces passing. You are in a very barren place where you kind of thought you needed to be, or where you belonged, and you're finally seeing that there's more out there. You don't know what it holds, but there's a whole universe out there waiting for you, and you've seen a glimpse of it, so you're waiting for that. Forces for or against you is fruition. So for better or for worse, something has culminated and it's almost going bad. This card, she wears a mask, almost to me that's deception, but it's fruition. But when I see these little bugs around, I just think that it's almost rotting. The fruit is almost gonna rot. So whatever it is, it's almost ran its course for you. Near future is, again, coming out of that darkness and seeing a bigger world. If you notice, it's rocks and desolate, beautiful sky, but darkness, almost nothingness there. And she sees this beautiful sunset and this beautiful world, and she's sitting and looking at it and deciding if she's going to go for that, if she's going to walk through that keyhole. And what brings her to that is attraction. And so that's why I said this seems to be love, because these two cards together are my I lust for you, I long for you cards. So I think that it almost looks like you're coming out of this, I don't want to call it a toxic relationship, but I kind of think it is, just because of this person right here at the back of this person who's actually pulling themselves out of it, even though you are having a hard time doing that. How other people affect you is assessing. Whoever you're dealing with, they have you really assessing your future. It's not in a negative way though, but you're really taking a very detailed look at where you are going. You are on your way. You're ready to just move forward. Your emotional state in the future is peace. This is the best card you can get for this, because you are totally at one with everything. You're you're just ready. You're ready for what may come. You are in a state of abundance. You are elevating above any negative feelings you were feeling before. And then in the outcome, we have you in your own personal power. And this is probably my favorite card. She really goes in line with the Moon Goddess card. It's her own personal power, but she's the dark side of it. And when I say the dark side of it, I don't mean she's evil. I mean primal. She's the perfect balance of yin and yang, of light and dark. It doesn't get any more pure and raw than this. I can't tell. I was going to say she's surrounded by water or clouds, but it looks like there's just, I don't know what's behind her. Some beautiful landscape. Yeah. It's just cosmic forces, yin and yang, coming into play. So whoever you are, I just got in my head that you might get a little bit of revenge. I know that's crazy to say. Or maybe you serve a little bit of karma yourself, and I can definitely relate to that. So, but it's not a bad thing. There's light and dark and everything seems to be coming out okay. I think this is pretty self-explanatory, but I'll just ask a little bit more about the outcome. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us about the outcome for the group 2? Ooh, that's a lot of cards. I'm going to take one, take hunger. So again, this goes with attraction and extremes. You're hungering for something, which is probably causing you to come into this perfect balance of yin and yang and acting on your raw emotions. And nourishment. So this is definitely these being true to yourself and acknowledging your feelings and really embracing them and holding them and basically grabbing them by the balls. Excuse my hand gestures. That's going to bring you a lot of nourishment to your life. This is exactly what you need. I'm just going to ask, can I get a spiritual guidance for group 2? Just to kind of lead them on the way, help them stay in the light. Any kind of message for them. Discernment. So she's holding, it looks like the sun. It's positive power. It's her manifestation powers. It's her own powers she's harnessing. But in her mind, it's a little cloudy, but she has cosmic guidance above, but she needs to decide what she's going to do with this power, how she's going to use it. So I think this is not a warning, but this is just a reminder to be very responsible with how you use this power that you have. Anything else? Oh, it just threw it at me. Acceptance. To me, this card has always been divine. This is usually my card of two people who have a really hard time. They keep coming and going back and forth together. Eventually, you have to accept that maybe you're supposed to be together. Or maybe you're supposed to be together on the other side. Whatever it is, you need to accept what's happening. And know that there is a higher power, a higher message going on there. Anything else, maybe regarding the person they're dealing with? Is there anything you'd like to show from the person? I have no idea what that would be. Change. Ooh, this person is so tumultuous. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the card of change. To me, this usually does signify a big change, but I just want to say my immediate feeling, whoever you're dealing with, they're so effing chaotic. I was going to cuss. I don't know if I should cuss yet, but they're so chaotic and maybe not dark, but they are very resistant. And God, that energy, look at all of that electricity around. To be honest, I don't really think that you should be going for this person. Anything else you'd like to tell me about this person? Focus. They're obsessed. They're completely obsessed and chaotic. For some of you. I don't want to say that for everybody. Focus, single-minded. How about anybody else? Is there maybe a second group regarding the other person? Creation, blueprints, making plans in their head. It's still, again, single focus. Somebody's obsessed with you guys. You guys are in some kind of a relationship. Wow, so much energy. Some kind of a relationship where this person is obsessed with you. I'm not going to say you're obsessed with them, but it almost looks like you're not that you're ready to move on. You need change. You need it to be better than it is, and you're actually going to come into your own power, and you're going to make this happen. I cannot say whether or not you will stay with this person, but you are going to be, like I said, grabbing life by the balls, and I think that's a really great reading. It's a really great place to stop. So I hope you enjoyed your reading. Let me know if anything resonated. Okay, so now we're on to group number 3, our little cinnamon stone. I really need to figure out the name for that. So, guides and angels, please go through a message for group number 3. Show what they need to know, what they can use, what's coming for them. Ooh, oh my goodness, no, we're not going to do that. Overall energies, what do they need to know? What do they need to see? Something for group 3, please. So right now you're, Right now you're in a state of expectancy. You are expecting new beginnings coming out of a cold period, hoping for like a spring energy. Yeah, you're in a state of nourishment. Yo, that's really nice. You're in a really good place. I don't know if you feel that right now, but you are energetically. You're in such a good place. New beginnings, nourishment in your head. You have faith. Even this is the world in her womb, or even you could be pregnant, or you want to be pregnant. But this is could be pregnant with ideas, pregnant with expectations. You have a lot of faith in the future. Forces passing. We have a little bit of secrecy. You were putting forth a lot of energy towards something. Maybe even keeping your plans to yourself, but still working on your manifestation. And forces for or against you is coming out of the darkness into a better place. You've actually seen the light. You actually are going through the door. And in the near future, huge changes. Oh my gosh. And this totally goes in line with the eclipses that are coming. Huge change, lots of chaos. Good things are coming though. I feel nothing but good from that card. And this is all happening because of an attraction. I'm going to hold off on saying it's because of a person, because I really don't want to just assume, but this person is bringing this, okay? For some of you, I'm going to say that. It is probably regarding a person, but I'm going to try to keep it neutral. How other people affect you is pleasure. So either you're having amazing sex with somebody, or you have an amazing connection with someone, or you're just, these people are making you love your life, and you're just giving yourself up to these energies that they're bringing to you. And I'm sorry, you know what, guys? I'm so sorry. This is definitely regarding a person. I don't know why, I just don't accept that my readings are about love. But, okay, this one's going to be about love. How you're going to feel in the future? You're either a divine masculine, which could be a female too, it's just your energy. Or it could be male. Or this person is helping you harness your own power. Whoever it is, if it's you, if it's them, the way that this person makes you feel, the way that you're going to feel in the future is very ethereal. You're going to be holding your own power with both hands. This beautiful new glowing energy is going to be shining down on you. You feel strong, you feel resilient, you feel maybe not like a warrior exactly, but like a protector. And then the outcome is blossoming. Things are blossoming beautifully for you. Oh, of course my phone's not going to focus. Things are blossoming. Look at how beautiful her dress is. She's playing the violin, music, romance. Wow, what a beautiful reading. You have a beautiful future ahead of you. I'm so happy for you, group 3. Okay, I guess before I could even ask the question, We have the card of passion, the card of obsession of this card to me is like a primal need. Like I feel this in my heart. I feel this in my stomach, just being pulled. So I guess you needed to hear that. Any spiritual guidance for group 3? Oh, throwing cards at me again. Coming out of a dry spell, or in a place of almost barrenness, where things maybe have kind of served their purpose, as we have the cornfields drying out, and you see a new beginning here. You see new possibilities. You don't know what lies ahead, but you know it's vast, and you know it's just full of opportunity. Anything else for group 3? This was a pretty straightforward reading. Anything else group 3 needs to know that we should share with them? We'll do one more card. Let's see what pops out. And we have discernment. So I think, I don't forget what group it was. Maybe it was group 2, but we already got this card. But this card is a woman. She's holding her own manifestation powers, her own energy. She has the power to make things happen. She's cloudy in her mind, but the moon is full, so she is starting to finalize her ideals. And then we have divine energy coming down to guide her. This is just not a warning, but a guidance saying use your own judgment. Usually to me, this card goes in line with balance, so maybe don't go to extremes, don't go too far, but use your own good judgment. But overall, you have a beautiful future ahead of you, and I'm really happy for you that you and this person are working out so well, and it just looks like a beautiful new beginning overall. Really, just a beautiful new beginning. I don't see any issues you're having, but do expect great change. I heard calamity, but that's usually has negative connotations, but I guess it doesn't have to. Just a whole a whole rebuilding, or a whole new world waiting for you. So I hope you enjoy your reading. Let me know if it resonated. Till next time.